How safe is Japan really when it comes to being a woman visiting? Now, of course, I'm just speaking from my own experience, but also some of the experiences I learned from women when I was visiting Japan. But of course, take it with a grain of salt because this is just my personal hot take. Now, when it came to walking around Japan as a woman on her own, it was very hit and miss as to how safe I felt. When I was in more full coverage or more masculine clothing, think really long baggy jeans or baggy t-shirts, I felt a lot safer while still feeling fashionable. I didn't have any man trying to approach me or particularly stare me down. It was just generally okay, and I would have felt very comfortable walking around late at night dressed like that. But when it came to wearing more feminine clothing, it was an entirely different story. Now, for clarity, my outfits were nowhere near scandalous. They were very full coverage, just more feminine. And yet the difference was palpable. Walking around with just my friend Kira, I noticed myself getting stared at a hell of a lot more, with some men even doubling back or trying to kind of initiate some sort of eye contact or conversation at a distance. And when I was on my own, it was actually a little bit scary. Now, nothing sinister happened, but the way that men were approaching me and felt comfortable approaching me in groups definitely didn't feel good. At one point, I was literally on my phone talking to my partner and 4 men started to try and approach me. And if you're a woman, you are very familiar with the kind of vibe that men give off when they're looking for a certain thing. And then even worse, on that exact same day when I was getting the train back to the hotel, I had these 2 men looking at my legs and my body for nearly the entire duration of my 30-minute train ride. Now, thankfully, nothing else further happened, but it really did put me off going anywhere on my own, especially in certain areas. Now, truthfully, this behavior is not exclusive to Japan. The UK and pretty much anywhere else is exactly like this if you're a woman. And so please don't see this as just a wholly Japan issue, because evidently it is not. But I do think we need to deconstruct this narrative of Japan being this completely safe country, because unfortunately these struggles and dangers of being a woman will happen no matter where you choose to visit. Japan is not the exception. After all, there is a reason why they have signs saying no upskirting in areas like Akihabara.